Michael, Trump's Secretary Attorney General Bill Barr testified before the committee, and they actually opened up the hearing with this comment from him that pretty much laid the groundwork for everything we heard over the next 2 hours.
No, just what I've been through. I had 3 discussions with the president that I can recall. One was on November 23rd, one was on December 1st, and one was on December 14th. And I've been through sort of the give and take of those discussions. And in that context, I made it clear I did not agree with the idea of saying the election was stolen and putting out this stuff, which I told the president was bullshit. And I didn't want to be a part of it, and that's one of the reasons that went into me deciding to leave when I did. I observed, I think it was on December 1st, that, how can you can't live in a world where the incumbent administration stays in power based on its view, unsupported by specific evidence, that there was fraud in the election.
I mean, Michael, by putting that out there first, I mean, this is the guy who did everything to protect Donald Trump with the Mueller report. This was important just to methodically lay the facts out.
Exactly. And keep in mind, Attorney General William Barr also resigned about a month before Trump left office as well. Okay, and that was one of the reasons why, because he disagreed with Trump. I watched the whole thing yesterday, Roland. I watched the hour of the preview on MSNBC. I watched the whole hearing. Then I watched the analysis afterwards. Yesterday was fantastic. Documentarian Nick Quested did a fantastic job. I've been reading through articles about this, and I knew that this was the type of information that was coming, because I've been following the investigations they've been doing. There's been over 1,000 people they've interviewed. They reviewed over 140,000 documents. So I wasn't pressing the committee. I knew this stuff was coming. Now, this coming Monday, they're going to break down. They're going to go through and systematically dissect the big lie. That's what's coming this Monday. So this was fantastic. A lot of new evidence came out, footage we had not seen before. People around Trump who told him, no, you lost, you're lying, etc. Attorney General William Barr. We saw Ivanka Trump, and we saw that she believed William Barr. We saw, Scott Perry pursuing a pardon, but also they're inviting Scott Perry to come testify. They say, well, if you disagree with our findings, you can come testify under oath. And Chairman Benny Thompson was interviewed by Nicole Wallace today on Deadline White House. And she asked him, would you let President Trump come, former President Trump come? He said, yeah, if he comes under oath, testifies, that he can. But if he thinks he's going to perjure himself, he better think again. So this is fantastic. I love it. Seriously, I love it. And this reminds me, lastly, of the July 1863 New York City draft riot during the Civil War, where working class white men retaliated against the federal government because they were being drafted to fight in the Civil War. Many of them did not have the $300 to avoid being drafted. And they said, wait a second, you said the Civil War was about keeping the Union together. This was after the Emancipation Proclamation. They said, now you're talking about freeing the slaves. They retaliated and they attacked federal buildings. There were about 119 people killed, and they also attacked African Americans as well. This was a bloody riot, one of the worst riots in the history of this country. This is before, of course, Tulsa Massacre, 1921. This is the New York City draft riot, 1863, during the Civil War.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Mark Unfiltered video in just one moment. Folks, Black Star Network is here.
Oh, no punches! I'm real revolutionary right now.
Support this man, Black Media. He makes sure that our stories are told.
Thank you for being the voice of Black America, Roland.
Stay black. I love y'all.
All momentum we have now, we have to keep this going.
The video looks phenomenal.
See, there's a difference between Black Star Network and Black-owned media and something like CNN.
You can't be Black-owned media and be scared.
It's time to be smart.
Bring your eyeballs home.
You dig?